Hey guys, it's Drummond. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about being a gay undercover. And what I mean by that is not that I'm a secret agent or anything working for the government undercover as a gay person, but being a gay that doesn't meet the stereotypes of what people consider being gay. So since I've come out, I've had a lot of different reactions to me being gay. I've had people tell me that they had no idea that I was. I had people that said that they knew as soon as they met me that I was gay. And it's weird because a lot of gay people get offended when someone tells them that they knew as soon as they met them. And I can kind of understand that because I was also offended when people told me that when I first came out. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm a little more offended when someone tells me, "You don't act gay." There's a lot more to being gay than just the mannerisms and types of things that we like to do on a daily basis. But I will say that when I go down the checklist of stereotypical things that gay people do, I don't meet a lot of the stereotypes, which puts me in a really weird situation in life. Mainly because when it comes to people assuming that I'm gay, a lot of people don't. And because of that, I end up running into a lot of people's opinions about gay people because they like to share what they think about gay people. And when they assume that I'm straight, they assume that I think the same way that they do. So they share a lot of really hurtful things that they think about gay people. I know a lot of gays experience this before they come out of the closet. I will say that since I moved here to Virginia, I've heard a lot of really negative opinions about gay people. But then when I talk to my friends that are a little bit more flamboyant in the same area, they say that they don't really hear anything negative about the gay community. And I feel like that has a lot to do with people don't like to say things to your face if they know that it's going to offend you. So in one case, my friend that I worked with thought that there's a lot of people that just loved him and thought he was awesome. But before I came out to the people that I worked with, a lot of them had really negative opinions of him. I was actually sitting in the break room one day and one of my coworkers and his wife was sitting there having lunch, and one of my friends who came in was pretending to be gay and was acting flamboyant, and as soon as he left, my coworker started talking about how disgusting gay people were and how it made him sick to even be close to one. And at that time, he was unaware that I was gay. Later on, someone did tell him that what he said offended me, and he did come up and apologize. But at that point, I feel like apologizing doesn't really fix anything because now I know how you feel, and you're really just apologizing because you got caught, not because you actually feel sorry for what you said or feel. Another thing that a lot of gay people deal with on a regular basis is the fact that their family might say things about how they feel about gay people before they come out to them. And that's really hard for people to hear, especially when they might be on the verge of coming out and sharing their secret with their family. So it kind of sucks sometimes to be gay and people not know. I was actually working one day and this woman was talking to me and she's like, "Oh, you go to church around here? Oh, what church do you go to?" And as soon as I told her which church, she was like, "Oh, you shouldn't go there. That church is run by gay people." And because I was at work, I couldn't really jump into a debate with her. I was just like, "Oh, wow." I was like, that's a little judgmental, don't you think? But when it comes to conversations like that outside of work, I most definitely stand up for people in the LGBT community. And I feel like everyone needs to get a little bit better at that. Because when it comes to people joking around and making offensive jokes about gay people, it's really just sending out the wrong message. And just because you're a gay person that doesn't get offended by a joke doesn't mean that that joke isn't going to be heard by someone else later on down the road that will get offended and might push them towards suicide or something like that. A lot of times I feel like because my personality doesn't scream gay, I have to be a little bit more vocal to people, letting them know that I'm gay. It's not really the fact that I want to rub me being gay in their face, it's really just the fact that I want them to know that I'm gay so that later on in a conversation they don't say something that ends up offending me and making me angry. Honestly, if someone's going to be homophobic, I would really rather them just not be vocal about it and keep it to themselves. I know there's going to be people who are going to say their opinion no matter what, but I'd much rather put it out there that, hey, I'm gay. If you have a problem with it, then we can't be friends, I'm sorry. I recently had a job interview where I was asked about my YouTube channel, and right away I just jumped on it and was like, my YouTube channel is an LGBT content channel, and I talk about gay stuff. And they didn't seem to have a problem with it. I wanted to be really upfront with them and let them know that I was gay right up front, because if they had a problem with me being gay, I wouldn't really want them to hire me. Mainly because I've had jobs in the past where people have had problems with me being gay and it made my life a living nightmare. It was actually in one of my most previous jobs where my boss and a couple of coworkers had a huge problem with the fact that I was gay. And my boss actually at work brought up the fact that he thought maybe I should try to have sex with my friend Meg, who you guys have seen in videos, one night when we're both drunk, and maybe I will become straight. And that was extremely offensive, and I ended up reporting it along with several other things that he had said, and nothing really happened. He ended up getting moved to another state, but they didn't seem to reprimand him much for what he had brought up at work. There's actually another situation where one of my coworkers was being a little bit racist, so I brought it to her attention, just saying, hey, some of our coworkers don't really like what you're saying, myself included. And I just messaged her that on Facebook, and she got really uppity, and she actually started attacking me for being gay, telling me that my lifestyle was disgusting. And she ended up coming up to me the next day at work and giving me a hug and telling me that she loved me still, but she just thought my lifestyle was disgusting. And at that point, to me, it's exact same thing. I actually reported that as well, and my boss didn't take that well. And when I actually talked to other people at the store about it, some people were like, well, maybe you should stop rubbing the fact that you're gay in people's faces. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't come into work talking about my sexual life. I might have talked about my boyfriend at some point at work, but I've never really rubbed it in people's faces any more than straight people talk to others in the store about their relationship or their friends or things that they've done outside of work. So for people to tell me that I'm rubbing it in their face is a little bit crazy. I feel like when it comes to being a gay person, we have to be a little bit more vocal about who we are, because we have to show that we are not going to let people's hate make us hide in the shadows. And that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing this shirt right here. My friend Paul is actually running a program. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can order one of these t-shirts if you want. They're awesome. But this is an I'm Here shirt, just so that when I'm out and about, people can see it. On the back, it actually says, you can come out to me. It's an awesome shirt, and it's an awesome organization. I feel like in the gay community, we have to be a little bit more loud about who we are, not because we're trying to rub it in people's faces or offend people. It's more so that other people in our community who haven't accepted themselves yet or haven't found acceptance yet in the community know that there are other people out there that they can come out to or feel normal with. So if you feel like you're a person that people can just naturally come out to and feel safe with, definitely check out this organization. I'll leave the Instagram link there. I think he's got the link to order t-shirts. I hope you guys enjoy my content, and if you guys ever have any suggestions for me about a video you'd like me to do, please leave it in the comments section below. Check out some of my other videos on my channel, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.